Birthday Hawa, birthday Awashai, birthday Hawa, birthday Awashai. Call Allah in Wahawa, Allahayna, Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, Bashim Kokodash. Bless you the Most High, bless you the Most High, in the name of the Lord and God, the Son, Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit, which I said in the Paleo Hebrew, which is the ancient Hebrew language has been returned unto us Hebrew Israelites, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and you Israelite foreigners like unto the speckled bird, that are variegated, come in different sorts, due to us being scattered, have an appearance of the heathen, but spirit, and of course your lineage by the way of your father, going back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that makes you an Israelite. Shalom to you, which is peace. Rob Chesed, which much mercy and much mercy will come to you out there. Of course, giving all praises again to Yahweh Shem El Shabbos, Shem Kokodash, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the election. And so I'm the brother Mappa from the Great Millstone Plaintables Camp, located here in the city of Philadelphia. Just coming with a wee lesson. So as you can see on my screen, which this is just my YouTube home page that shows displays all the different current videos that are in the algorithm picks up and that suggests for you to watch. So you have one of them, the Lord will heal his elect, transformation, transforming them into a sharp threshing instrument. Also, Amwan Gabar, I believe this elder, I believe that's his name is Ibad. That's the elder in Connecticut. Shalom. Of course, elder, or I believe it's the, I'm not sure if Amwan Gabar is go by the title elder yet, but Amwan Gabar from GMS Awakening 144, he has this video says a lot's happening. Some states finding unemployment benefits are ending their benefits early. There will be no work for Egypt, right? Now I've done videos about the whole unemployment condition at this time. That's why you see so many different places are putting up hiring signs, and most of these different low wage jobs, but nobody to fill them. All right, because many people are making more money being unemployed than actually employed, which gives them no incentive to return to work. All right, you can see different protest crowds in London and Israel. It says as Israel, Palestinian violence heightens, and you have gas line panic buying, which is the main thing about, or the main subject of this actual video is panic buying is sweeping across the U.S. Prices are soaring as gas shortage gets much worse, because there was they say a cyber attack that happened targeted to a particular pipeline here in Babylon, and that has led to of course many people going out because of the threat or the fear of no having fuel. Let's go off of Zero Hedge, my favorite site. So it says here, lines down the street. People wait 5 hours to fill up amid gas shortages. Due to Spirit, I already had spoke about this news at least a week or two ago in one of my videos. Let me see if I can find that. Because prophets, we got that jump. We're before things get to the mainstream media anyway, we already have that jump. So where we already done reported on it, being spiritual, as they say, spiritual weathermen, being the watchmen, those that are looking out, Tazapah, of course, looking out for things that are occurring and giving you the sense of things via what the scriptures say, because this is all prophecy. So let me see, when did I actually do this? I believe, let me see, I talk about the water shortage. Let me see where it is. I'm not sure if I can see it, but it's in one of these videos, so you can just go and check it's a lot of things are going on. All right. So let's just go back into the article. So, like I said, this is all through the spirit right now, letting the spirit take over. The line goes, lines go down the street. People wait 5 hours to fill up amid gas shortages. And that goes to show you how when things do go south completely, people in this whole appearance of this world is going to be otherworldly to you people, because the chaos is going to be thick. You were so complacent, so comfortable in it, being able to access many of these things. This itself, having gas shortages, is going to impact various sectors of life, the economy. And if you have gas shortages of petrol, fuel, diesel, etc., and jet fuel, this is going to affect so much. And your travel industry, this will definitely affect those that are getting tay and fay, or to and fro to work, and those just doing the gig economy jobs and such, that have to fuel up just to get their their daily bread and such. This place of Babylon is it's nothing but a place of traffic, all right, of merchandise, trading, and and not to just even talk about how some people even have but this, I believe, it also may affect things that are petrol products, perhaps. So you can have different people unable to fuel their homes or whatever. Okay, there's many uses for fuel. That's your product. Okay, it's refined, but let's just go into it. It says the recent cyber attack targeting the Colonial Pipeline has triggered a comprehensive federal response focused on securing critical and energy supply chains. Joe Biden is receiving regular briefings on the incident, and has directed agencies across the federal government to bring their resources to bear to help alleviate shortages when they are occurring. The administration is focusing to avoiding potential energy supply disruption. Yeah, because a lot of these things help different facilities run. The U.S. military and other facilities relying on gasoline, diesel, jet fuel, and other refined petroleum products. The administration is continually assessing the pipeline shutdown's impact on the U.S. fuel supply, as well as additional actions are available to mitigate the impact of the pipeline shutdown. And what I have saw, I seen a brother had posted an image of a dude was filling up one of those I don't know how many gallons of that it was. It was like you usually see Ephraimites using it to power wash, or it's just pretty much a water reservoir. And this dude put a water reservoir on a trailer, and it was fueling it with fuel, with gasoline. So a lot of these people they're afraid. And when there's gonna be enough to go about, then of course you're gonna have your invading. All right, neighbor against neighbor. So, it says here that this is an update. Many folks are being pushed to their breaking point. Their gasoline, lumber, chicken, housing, semiconductor, those various chips. The commodity shortage, among others, transforming Biden's America into the glimpse of a socialist Venezuela. Them pretty much handing out everything, in control of the goods and distributing them to the people. That's done by the government. Really, that's what they want it by. But we know that the end game is that or TMOB. All right, which we know that is in Revelation 16. All right, our Revelation 13, verse 16 and on up. So it says Bloomberg reports that some people in Southeast waited 5 hours Tuesday to fill up their vehicle. That's just to fill up your own vehicle. That's crazy. 5 hours. That is if they could even find gasoline. So you already have gas stations that are, dry. As a result of the Colonial Pipeline hack, Racetrack Petroleum Inc. warned customers that of its gas stations in the Southeast were experiencing shortages. A spokeswoman for the company said filling stations in Louisiana, Georgia, Tennessee, and Alabama was experiencing disruptions. Fuel shortages has spread from Florida to Virginia. Right, that's crazy. As the shutdown of the Colonial Pipeline, 250 million barrels pipeline, that is, remains 2.5 million, that is, Slocky. It remains partially offline for the 4th day. So the pipeline is completely shut off. All right, it's offline. And a lot of you people don't know, like, things are run digital. So a cyber attack and disrupting the communication technology, that's gonna plunge this place, as they would say, 100 years back, going back to ancient times and such. Where you're you're gonna have to go back to the analog way of doing things. All right, having basic skills, and many people don't have basic skills. Okay, especially you women out there, y'all. And because I was gonna do this, I probably have to do it later. On here, tough times. Here comes. I was gonna say, here comes me beggars, but it says here comes the beggars, and these women getting more attention from women. There might be financial reason why, and as tough times happen, as the guy Joker from the Better Bachelor page had noted, or he even noted that when he made he had a statistic that talked about men, when pretty much, I think he was talking about, like, profitable men are more scarce than of course than women. They're more gonna go for the men, because it's right now we have it's just these women, they feel like they have everything at their disposable, like where you're common, like I said, these chicks, they're nothing but made up, used up body. She's naked, she's defiled, and she's looking at you like you're nothing, when she's really nothing, or she's of no value, or little value. Like I say, the Lord talk about men becoming more precious than fine gold, him making the men more precious than fine gold. So that goes until you'll show you who's the one that's really of value. It's the man. All right, the scriptures always talk about the man, not saying that you women don't have a role, in the Lord's kingdom, but it's all about the men. All right, that's what's precious to you. How about Shimei Shai? All right, because you women have so much pride, and this pride is going to be taken away from you. But I'll cover that in another lesson. I'm just going to cover this pipeline shortage. So it says here that also we noted earlier that the section of the pipeline system from Glassboro, North Carolina to Baltimore has briefly turned on. Liberty Petroleum Corp Chief Operating Officer John Patrick said customers in Virginia and Maryland wait as long as 5 hours to fill up their tanks. People are also paying exorbitantly high prices as a shortage led to empty stations. So the prices that you got going up, as it says here. According to the AAA, the national average retail price rose from 2.985 a gallon Tuesday, the highest 2014 since 2014, 2.5 over the last week's figures. And I mean, look, people are gonna get fuel, and then people are gonna want that fuel, and they're gonna jack up the price. Interest. Okay. That's gonna be a very hot commodity, especially when this place goes down. It says here's an update on what motorists in the Southeast see on the ground. Long lines at the pump in Nashville. So as you can see, a line. We got out the gas station parking lot. Damn, that's crazy. So and you got here Highway 54 in Calabaro, North Carolina. The line goes out the gas lot stations and parking lot. So you can see it to the road. This ain't nothing yet. You have here is gas shortage, gas panic, North Atlantic suburbs. Just more similar images. People with these fuel containers, canisters, plastic, even with trailer-sized fuel tanks. That's crazy. Like here, this guy got a trailer size fuel tank, and he's filling that up. Now, just imagine that. It's crazy. And it's crazy how, in America, you can still, even amidst a shortage, money is still can get you anything. As I say, I'm going to get that scripture real quick. Let me see if I can get it. That's a good precept to get. Money answereth. Let me see if I can get that. But what's going to happen when that doesn't? Because there's going to come a time, the Lord, they said, going to have these people cast their money into the streets. It says, riches delivereth not in the day of wrath. So it says here, a feast is made for laughter, and wine maketh merry, but money answereth all things. Money answereth all things. That you see there, which you have here, waha kasap, in the money or silver, but the money, okay, ya aina, which that goes into your answereth, ath, definitely, ha call, all, that's it, all, it answereth all. Alright, literally broken down. Alright, it answereth all. Okay, so let's go back to that. That's crazy though, just seeing this dude with a actual fuel container on a trailer and filling that up. What do you think he's doing with that? So also it says to in a bid to alleviate some of the shortages, the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, issued an emergency fuel waiver on Tuesday for refiners to reformulate gasoline. And Slocky, I don't know what's going on with this. Something just happened. Gasoline in the Mid-Atlantic area. The waiver extends through May 18th for fuel sold in Virginia, Washington, D.C., Maryland, Pennsylvania, tri-state, right? It says and more. And just like that, the Southeast in the U.S. is heading back a dark path similar to the 1970s gas shortage from Virginia to Florida to Alabama following the Colonial Pipeline ransomware. All right. So, look at that. Sorry, a glass. Man, these, like I said, these people got gas cans. Man, and you, a lot of you people, y'all gonna have to think where you actually gonna go. You're gonna have to really decide where you're gonna go. So I believe this is a map of the actual pipeline, if I'm not mistaken. So that's it. What we're gonna do is go to Second Ezra, the 15th and 16th chapter. Okay. Just go from there. Just pretty much leave it buried. Just straight directly to the point. I mean, you have this where people are getting all hype about the reopening of Babylon the Great. Due to the whole health crisis. Most people being a lot of people for the most part giving the jab and such, and then you go straight into this. Okay, so this is all prophetic. The Lord told us this. Behold, 2 Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which is to say before. All right. Which I will put in thy mouth, the prophet's mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Okay, so these are trustworthy words. Okay, the Lord's word is pure. Is pure. This was purified 7 times in a furnace. All right, it's perfect. The Lord is not a man that he shall lie. Pardon me. It says, "Fear not the imagination against thee, and let not the incredulity, the lack of faith, trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." So, yeah, famine, death, and destruction. Okay, and it says here. This is 2 Ezra 14 and or 15:14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that therein, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard the kings nor princes, their officials, the elected officials, the police, etc. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Right, and this will cause defo sedition amongst men. People having you already see it. People fight over getting to a fuel pump when there's an abundance of gasoline. You can pretty much have a damn road rash incident if you pull into a gas pump and somebody's allegedly waiting for to get into that next into that pump. And they see them and then they just go into it. Well, what more is it when people are hot? They're under, of course, the panic threat of they being able to have fuel. Which I say that's most of these people in a lot of these different states. They have to. A lot of their different transportation systems are. They don't really serve good for going to different places quick. You have it where people have to have cars, pretty much, just put it like that, to get to a bus stop. It's difficult in itself. So people need cars in many of these places to get places. So what are you gonna do when the gas is not there? You get to your grocery store, to get Tommy to his practice, to get her to her whatever dance recital. People are gonna fight for whatever commodities are there. Okay, it says and a man shall desire to go into a city, shall not be able to. And that's, of course, different checkpoints when martial law is implemented. Curfews. This could easily turn into a damn event that, really can bring in, of course, that type of force too. Okay. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Right, and it's all because of pride. Okay, and America has the highest pride on earth. Having all these goods and having access to these things, and then it just gets stripped overnight. People are bugging, and when people can't get that, they gonna get it how they live, which they are thieves. All right, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, his brother, people of his own nation. All right, even others. All right, but shall destroy their houses with sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. This put great pressure, straits distress upon men. Okay, not knowing, if you can, go somewhere because you don't have enough petrol in your tank. You see in the various, different end time video movies, which art imitates life. It show you, a lot of people when they're out of fuel, they'll going about scavenging to find fuel. Going and siphoning fuel from other people's tanks and such. Might go on a property, a old gas station, might see if something's there. It's gonna be a lot of freaky things that's gonna be happening. All right, so you got of course prepare your mind and pray that you have of course protection in Yahweh Shem Shai. That's why us men we're fighting diligently to make our call and election sure, because we want to be covered. All right, and it's just heavy that we're in these times. Just put it that way. Just we're right there. So just keep on holding on, Akim, and those sincere sisters wherever you are. Of course, just continue to endure. I'm more speaking to you men, because it's you who we call. That's who the Lord is calling out to. And you women, you get your covering under us, men. All right. Let me see. There's another precept, and I wanted to bring this one out. Let's do the spirit. I think it's in Isaiah. Hide it, God. I think it's hideth himself. I have to probably look it up. It's in Isaiah though. Isaiah 45 and 15. Isaiah 45 and 15. Which it reads, it says, verily thou art a power that hidest yourself. Okay, truly thou art a power that hideth himself. So you have a Khan, which mean verily or truly indeed. From Khan, which is yes, so I believe when you look that up. Thus, just, yeah, right? Like you say Khan, like Joachim like saying Khan, as I say Khan as well. So much. There you go. This is the root. Khan, or Kawan, which is certainly. Alright. So truly or indeed. You have a the, which is you are, I believe. Let me see what this is. It definitely got to be that, what I just said. Yeah, you. And then you have, I'm just going to the spirit. All, which it could be no, not, or upon. Let me see. I gotta see. or oh, they got Allah or power. Slakia. It looks simple, yeah. So Allah, which is power, ma Sathayar, which goes into conceal. Sathar goes into to hide, conceal. When you look up that word, all right, from Sathar, okay, which is the root, as you can see here, and you have Allah, Yah, power, my power or power, oh power, you. You have Yashar Allah, which is Israel, power Israel. Ma wa I believe salvation, the Savior. Alright. So it says, verily thou art a power that hidest thyself, O power, O God of Israel, the Savior. Right. And it's just very important. The Lord he shows himself, though, through these prophecies. You know what I mean? It's like many people, they don't know what's going on. The Lord just will pickaboo these people with these prophecies, and the Lord coming as a thief in the night, his son and such. That goes in even show you how powerful the Lord's mysteriousness is. And a lot of people, they're gonna be caught off guard. They thought they were going and rebounding, which that's a false hope. People thinking America's rebounding, the world's rebounding from this pestilence outbreak. Nay, this is just more and more perpetual destruction that's going on. Okay, the Lord's bringing. All right, he's bringing nothing but destruction, death, and salvation. So, get, of course, prepared for the hard times. I remember it's a rhythm in Jamaica that I like a lot, and it's called a hard times rhythm. Well, that's gonna be the music of these times. All right, so with that, it also talks about the storehouses suddenly gonna be found empty. The treasuries and such. Talk about the various goods and such. But you have it that this is a good commodity as well. Gasoline, petrol, which is very important, like I say, for trafficking, okay, to be able to get tay and free. So this place is going to be impacted greatly, which then leads to more and more other things. Then people kind of get fuel, then they're going to resort to riding bikes. Then the people that ride bikes their bikes are hot commodities to be stolen as well, to be hijacked, etc. So this is just a recipe of possession. So hopefully you're edified by the lesson. Giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai, Bishop Kokodash, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the elect. You got preppers, they're hype. They're talking about they topping their things off and such. So look out for a dark summer. Yahweh Ratzazah Shalom.